How to sell music online successfully. If you're putting together your latest album, you're likely wondering how to best promote and sell it. As far as selling music online is concerned, there's an almost endless number of channels musicians can use. From selling the music directly to fans to selling through an online store such as Amazon and iTunes, it's never been simpler to sell music online. The trick is to create a strategy before you plan on selling your music and when it will go up for sale. This video will outline all the details of the different options for how to sell music online successfully. We'll look at platforms you should be focusing your efforts on to make the most money and promotional ideas for generating even more sales and reaching more people. Where to sell music online. There are plenty of different options out there when it comes to selling music to fans directly. There are plenty of distributors that can allow people to buy your music through an online retailer as well. Here are some of the best options for selling music online, and at what point during the promotions of the album you should use these options. Your personal website. If you haven't already put together a website, then what are you waiting for? There are plenty of reasons why you should have a website on your own. The most important one is that having a website gives you a little corner of the internet to yourself that you own and have complete control over. No matter what social media platforms appear and disappear over time, a website allows fans to have complete access to you and your music. When you sell music online directly through your website, this also means that you can keep all the money. On top of this, you are the owner of all the data and emails collected through sales on the website. Having this information is vital for knowing how to sell music online successfully and having a long successful career as a musician. The information that you collect, such as who fans are and where they are from, can be used with emails to keep fans informed about all your latest music, shows, merch, and any crowdfunding campaigns. Build your own professional website in a matter of clicks and sell your music and merch online commission free. Bandcamp. Bandcamp is a free online service allowing musicians to upload their music and sell it directly to fans, in return for a modest commission of 15% on all sales. More importantly, you still have the chance to collect important information and email addresses when you sell your music with Bandcamp. As well as providing you with a platform for selling music, Bandcamp emphasizes on helping people to discover new music they might like. They are always recommending new music to fans through fans accounts, blogs, apps, and the Bandcamp weekly podcast. Pros of Bandcamp. Able to collect email addresses and other important information. Sales are reported to SoundScan. Fans are still able to purchase other merchandise through Bandcamp. Bandcamp emphasizes music discovery and may direct new fans to your music. Cons of Bandcamp: they take 15% of all sales. Some fans may choose to always purchase music through their preferred online retailer. Online stores such as Amazon, Google Play, and iTunes. Digital retailers such as Amazon, iTunes, and Google Play are without a doubt some of the most popular choices for musicians looking to know how to sell music online. There are an almost endless number of other digital retailers available, but the reality of the situation is that most music sales will go through one of these three main players. There are several distribution services you can use to have your music sold through those stores. Some of them will take a cut of the sales, while others will just charge an annual flat fee to keep music available in digital stores. The biggest benefit having music available through a digital retailer like this would obviously be the most music fans will only purchase new music from online stores that they trust, where they already have the credit card on file and they know that the music stored on the platform will be compatible with the current music library. While it does feel good to get sales reports from Amazon and iTunes, there are some drawbacks to using these services. The first one is that you make less money when you sell music online through these retailers. They take a larger cut of the sales than other services. For example, iTunes will take 30%. The most important drawback is that you don't get access to the information and email addresses of the fans who purchase music through digital storefronts such as these. When someone purchases your music through iTunes, they are considered to be an iTunes customer. That means that iTunes are the one that get access to the information and email address. This allows them to be the ones that follow up with them and send the marketing and promotion information. You aren't able to do it. This means that fan interaction begin and end with the digital download purchase. This will help your career in the short term, of course, as you do get the money from the sale, but it's bad in the long term. It means that you are not able to stay in touch with fans and let them know about your upcoming music shows and merchandise. Pros of online stores. The majority of music fans already use these stores, so you have access to a larger audience. Sales are reported to SoundScan. Cons of online stores. They take up to 30% of your sales commission. You don't get to access customer information and emails. Fans aren't able to purchase other kinds of merch at the same time. SoundCloud. SoundCloud has built up a massive community of users and music creators on the platform. Having your music available on the platform is a great way to put your music in front of potential fans. While SoundCloud itself is not a sales platform, pro users are able to add buy links to their tracks that will send fans to a page where they can purchase the music. Pledge music. Before heading to the studio and recording an album, you should consider getting the fans involved in the whole process. This is where Pledge Music can help. There are lots of platforms out there where music can run their own crowdfunding campaigns. Pledge Music may take 50% of the money that you raise, but they are the only platform to take such a hands-on approach and have such a keen focus on fan engagement. Pledge Music helps you to engage fans throughout the entire writing, recording, and releasing process, while also helping you to raise the money you need to cover the cost of making the album and marketing and promoting it. They have a success rate of 90%, and most artists using the platform make up to 140% of their target. Noise Trade. Noise Trade is now under the Pledge Music umbrella, and they provide musicians with the chance to exchange their music for a zip code and email address. Once again, this information is arguably more valuable than its initial sale. Fans are also given the chance to leave musicians a tip when they download the music, so they can still make some money through the Noise Trade. Noise Trade also emphasizes music discovery. They have a daily newsletter that they send out over 1.5 million fans wanting to discover brand new artists. This can be a great way to get more fans and build up your email list. When to sell music online. Now you know how you can sell music online. Let's look at a strategy when you actually should sell music. Making the music available for purchase is actually the easy step. The real challenge comes from deciding where and when you market and sell the album, and the tools you use in order to do this. Let's take a look at an example of an album release schedule to see what it's like. Phase 1. Engage the superfans. When? Before entering the studio. The tools, Pledge Music. You should begin engaging fans as soon as you make the decision to work on your new album. Bring the fans along the process of writing, recording, and releasing the album. When you do this, you create anticipation for the album, strengthen the relationship you have with fans, and even raise some extra money in the process. With a platform such as Pledge Music at your disposal, you will receive help with brainstorming some creative rewards for fans, planning a campaign, keeping in contact with pledges and fans. Not to mention, all of the pre-sales made during this campaign count towards SoundScan, and you get your hands on lots of priceless emails during the whole process. Phase 2. Pre-orders. When? A month before the album release. The tools? Pledge Music, Bandcamp, Benzoogle. If you plan ahead and done some crowdfunding to finance the production of the album, those pledges will all include a digital download of the album. In this way, you have basically taken care of the second phase of an album release. However, if you crowdfund or not, it's always worth making the album available for pre-sales through other platforms in the weeks before it is released. This way, you get to make another announcement, such as that is now available for pre-order, and invite fans that didn't donate to the crowdfunding campaign to pre-order their own copy of the album. It's during this pre-ordering phase where lots of artists make a common strategic mistake. Just about every artist is tempted to create an iTunes pre-order for their album. Don't forget that you will be engaging all of your biggest and best fans at this point of the release. So why not make the most money that you can? Remember that you will make less money with iTunes. They also won't share the valuable information and customer emails that you need. You should focus your efforts on platforms where you stand to make the most money and collect email addresses during a pre-order phase. Begin with your own website. Phase 3. Album release. When? Album release day. the tools Bandcamp, Bandsucher, TuneCore. Now you've maximized revenues and collected emails from all of your biggest fans across the first two phases of releasing an album. The time has come to actually release it officially. It is during this phase that the album will be available for sale on your website, along with other popular online outlets and student services so everyone else in your fan base has access to it. You should work with digital distributors such as TuneCore during this phase. They will distribute your music to outlets such as Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, along with major streaming services such as Spotify and Apple Music. To stream or not to stream? There are endless posts out there about whether an artist should make music available through streaming services or not. The reality of the situation is that most music fans listen to music exclusively through the streaming services such as Apple Music and Spotify. As long as you have engaged your fans and monetized them across the first two stages of releasing the album, then you should make streaming service part of the distribution of the official release. Will per stream payouts be small? Yes, there's no question of that. Even so, music streaming should never be viewed as nothing more than a money maker. Streaming services have become adept at helping users discover new music through playlists and other features. To have your music included in top playlists and streaming services can be a real career changer. YouTube. After releasing your album, take the time to upload every track to your official YouTube channel and monetize the videos. It's nice to have an official music video or two, but the video for the track can just be the album artwork, or you could make lyric videos. What's important is that you do have your own music available through an official YouTube channel. This is the first address for many fans who want to hear your music. By putting your music on your own official channel, you can monetize these streams and generate traffic for your website. Your website. While the war going to sell your album through a range of online stores, your website is still where you should be driving fans to make the purchase. Through a music page, you can offer fans a direct purchasing option and include links for where they can purchase and listen to the music through other platforms. How to sell music online successfully. You might be tempted to shoot about your album releases from the rooftops on Twitter and Facebook. While social media marketing is a great part of your overall strategy and should be used, it's not the most effective method for selling music. The most important thing you will have to sell your music is actually your email list. Mailing list. It may sound old school, but an email list is as important as it ever been, if not more. A major reason for this is that you are the sole owner of this database of fans. No matter what kind of mailing list you will deploy, you are able to download the database whenever you want it and need it. As far as sales are concerned, the email list remains king. Email marketing has been shown to be up to 40 times as effective as Facebook and Twitter marketing combined. There's no doubt that you should be announcing an album release on social media, but what you should be really doing first is sending out a dedicated email blast to the fans on your email list. Make sure to include a link where they can buy the album. Consider to put your order albums up on Noise Trade for the first two phases of an album release. The music fans on Noise Trade are able to download music for free by giving them their email address. When the time comes to actually release your new album, you have even more emails you can use to boost album sales. Pay what you want. Another strategy for driving sales and revenue is by offering a pay what you want pricing model to fans. While some people will undoubtedly take your music for free, there will also be some fans that are willing to pay more for your music. So why not give them a chance? If fans are really dedicated to you and they're excited to hear your music, they might be willing to pay more than the standard cost for a single and album. Physical and digital bundles. If you're planning on releasing your album on vinyl or as a CD, then you should definitely bundle physical products with a digital copy in your online store. There's also the option of bundling your music with other merchandise, as well as bundling older albums with a digital copy of the latest album to boost overall sales. Take the chance to introduce new fans to your old music. Back catalog deals. After releasing an album to the public, you should consider putting together deals on the rest of your back catalog. While you've got fans ready to buy at the store page, inform them that they could get your entire discography in one big package deal. You will be surprised on how many people will take you up on that offer. It all means more money in your pocket and more people listening to your music. Discount codes and sales. Of course, no one wants to offer the brand new album at a discounted price, but you can consider celebrating its release by offering sales on merchandise and older albums. Engage fans, focus on owned properties, and maximize revenues. It's going to take a huge investment of your time and money to create an album. If you want to maximize the returns on those investments, then you have to do some planning. Here are the most important things to keep in mind when making an album. Number one, engage fans from the very beginning of the creation process before even going to the studio. Number two, focus on the owned properties such as a website and mailing list in order to maximize revenues. Number three, use a combination of all different services. This is how you will ensure that every kind of fan, from the casual to the super fan, is able to purchase and enjoy your music. Follow these steps and you will strengthen the bond with your fans, generate more music, and make a lot more money with your music. As usual, I hope this video was helpful. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to have covered on our blog, and I'll talk to you soon.